Oh, what is he doing this time? What are you doing? What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing, Sonny? I saw it.
Nothing much. I just figured I'd come over, see what you're up to.
Making stuff.
I see that. Is this like that, but...
Smaller.
Yeah.
Let me see behind that. That'll fit inside of there. You wanna watch?
Yeah, let me get a different angle, I guess.
Jeez.
Well, that's interesting.
What?
So what are you doing now?
Scraping off that rounded spot.
So how do you go, like, inwards, deeper? Because I would think I would think with this, when you just go out, it would just make it smooth instead of going in. Right? Right.
Like if I go in, it's gonna go deeper.
Yeah, I know. Like, how do you go deeper into it? Because, like, I figure...
How do I?
Yeah.
Well, I just shove it in there and then go across. And then, so if I go a depth here and I go across, it's going to be the same depth all the way.
Right. Okay.
So if you get past, so the center point would probably be like right about there. If I get past that, so let's say I get over here and then my tool kind of jumps, it's going to fling it up because this side is going upward and this side's going down. So if I stay on this side, I'm going to be carving. Over here, it's going to be flinging my tool up and it's going to tear it up and probably break my finger and snap this thing in half.
That's not good.
Yeah. When I first started this, it was an octagon. And I had edges. Well, it was square.
It was square.
Yeah, so it was...
This round thing was square.
Like, yeah, so it was square, but then my dad cut the corners off, so it was an octagon.
Okay.
So then, like, whenever I was starting on it like this, I would be carving on it, and then it'd have less hit points. So if I start on square, it's going to be jerking the tool, and it's going to hurt your hand a lot. It's going to be taking big chunks out.
I see that.
If I start an octagon,
it'll be less painful.
Well,
less jumping.
It'll take less time to get it round. Because if it's square, you have to work it more. If it's octagon, you have more flat spots, and you don't want flat spots. So yeah. And then
I guess
this is something else I started on.
Yeah, I saw that. I was going to ask about it.
I was just kind of screwing around. Right there's a bad spot. You ever get that in wood? You don't want that right there. That'll hit your tool, and that'll tear it up pretty bad. So what this part right here, I'm probably going to cut it off where this little square mark is. See that? That, I'm probably going to part it off right there. And then this is going to be like a wine stopper or something. I'm not sure yet.
Oh.
And then I made a baseball bat over there.
Mind if I pick it up?
Oh, yeah, sure. And then it's pretty small. I tried not to make this too small because, you know, somebody...
Yeah, it might break.
Yeah, if I hit somebody with it. But, oh yeah, so these are the corners. This is what it starts out with. So in order to get this multicolored, that's wood glue. You got to put wood glue in there, and then you have to clamp it with... I can't remember where the wood clamps are. But we had to clamp all this wood together. See how nice that looks? That's what it looks like now. But, yeah, this glue is sharp. You can feel that. Feel that right there.
Oh, yeah,
I cut my finger open the other night trying to tear that apart. But, yeah, I could salvage this. When we were cutting it, you can tell the blade wasn't going all the way through. You can see that little line right there. Got too deep. Kind of jumped, which...
But it does look really nice.
Yeah, I could probably reuse this. I mean, the diameter would be probably like that big. It'd be pretty small. But if I glued, you know, two of these things together... Yeah, but what would you
use it for?
What would I make
baseball bat or something?
Well, I could make it like a Christmas ornament or something.
Well, that'd be cool.
Have you ever seen, like, the little spiral things? To make something like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then there's also burn marks. Because we had to go out and then back in, and then the blade kind of got hot. So, yeah. That one burnt. That one burnt a lot. You can see the streak right there. And then these two were the good ones. Well, this is the only good one. This one's kind of got a cut, but I'd probably, if I wanted to make an ornament, the best ones to glue would be probably these two right here. It'd be kind of messed up at the bottom. This would probably be my bottom. This would probably be the top, but
yeah,
I could probably make it work, I guess. It'd be kind of dangerous, but...
I mean, I guess you can make it work here. So, do you want to tell me what all these tools do over here?
Alrighty, so this is your parting tool. This is what...
Okay.
So, if I'm, like, for this thing, I had this, and then I had another one on the end. This was going to be pencil holder. Well, it was too big. Way too big.
Right, okay.
And so I had it on here.
Too big in what way? Like long or like...
Like, well, long.
Wide.
Like, a pencil's only, like, this tall.
Yeah.
If I dig it down to here, the pencil's only going to be about that tall, you know?
Yeah.
And so then I parted it off, right?
Oh, so it just like... So it kind of splits in half.
Yeah. So on your lathe, you have... Where's my tailstock?
I don't know what that means.
I can't find the tailstock. It looks like this little pointy thing with a bunch of spikes around it.
Should
be here.
I have a drill.
No, that's... Where'd my tailstock go? That's not good. That's important. Anyway. So the tailstock, or headstock would go right here. This is your tailstock.
Oh, wait, what does this do?
Okay, so you put... So let's say I have a... Alright, so let's say I got a fresh piece of wood.
Okay.
You would... So this isn't really square, but if it was square, see, I already made the line. So if I cut this off, I would put something straight on here and then pencil it out, and then I'd find my center point. And I put the center point right here, and then I'd do the same thing for this end, and then I would put that in there, and then move this thing all the way forward until I got to here. And then
I'm guessing we'll move this forward. Oh.
Yeah,
oh,
see, so I can undo this, slide this thing
okay.
all the way forward.
I thought this entire bar would move.
No, so I'd slide this thing all the way forward and put that in there, and then I would lock it down, and then undo this, and then I would push this thing into the wood, that way it's tight, because if I'm going on this thing and I get too deep, it'll stop it, and this belt right here will start spinning, and it'll burn it up.
Ooh. And
then it'll blow up.
That's
not good.
Probably, yes.
Yeah. I need to clean that. Sorry. Yeah, but I need to clean that thing off. So undo this. This thing goes back.
I gotta say, this is really smooth. How do you get it so smooth?
Well, so your method of sanding, you gotta have patience when you're doing that, because here's some... So this is 80 grit. This is the coarsest sandpaper that you could get. This one is 120 grit. So 120 grit is second.
Oh, so I'm guessing
the 120 grit.
Like, I'm guessing like the more grit, like the finer it is.
Like no, so the less grit, so the
Or
rougher
the more
it's gonna
grit,
be.
I mean.
Yeah, no, the less grit. So like 80 is the lowest you can go. This is the most.
What if you have 1 grit? Was it just a rock?
No, like 80 grit is as low as it goes. So if I'm spinning it on here, it's gonna take away the most wood. Like it's gonna rip most of it off. This is gonna do less, and then the finest is 220 grit. Feel that? That's like, I mean,
I can wipe my butt with that. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
here, let me show you an example real quick. I'll move this thing back.
Listen to that.
Yeah. Sandpaper.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm so amazed by sandpaper. Huh? But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Stupid thing. Hold on, let me get my.
Are you done with this one?
Am I done with it? No, I still have to sand it. And see how it's so low right there?
Wait,
I cracked that piece with a 3-inch bit.
Oh, you cracked it?
Yeah,
Oh, this part
here.
right here?
Yeah, you see it right there?
Here.
It's kind of,
Yeah.
that's what really ticked me off. But this sidewall, if it gets dropped, this sidewall's gone.
Oh.
And I can't drill it down anymore, because there's your guide, and that sucks. So we're going to try and drill this all the way out, and then try it again. And if it doesn't work, then I'm getting rid of this part, and then I'm going to turn it into an ornament or something if it doesn't work out. Oh, yeah. And this is what came off when I first started this. When it was an octagon, pieces like this came off. I'm supposed to have pieces like that.
Yeah, that's probably not
This
a good
cut my
thing.
hand open in 3 spots. That hurt. You see the difference? Do you see the difference right there? That's not supposed to be like that. I got several chunks inside this vacuum you can look at. I got a lot of stuff in here. Look at this. There's enough wood in here to burn down an entire city. Look at that. That's from only...
Can I touch this?
I wouldn't. Your finger's going to be black. Needs to be shooken out. A lot. Yeah. So, this is just from what I'm doing right now. That second piece that I showed you, that baseball bat, and the other piece I showed you. Yeah, and that's all just from this. And it takes a while to get it down to that. Hold on, I gotta tighten. Okay, so let's get back to these tools. So this is your gouge. This is the biggest one that you can get. So if you're first starting out with a regular square block, you want this thing to get rid of most of the wood.
Mm-hmm.
And then don't run your finger across it. Run it like this. You feel how sharp that is?
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't have
very
realized
dull.
that was sharp.
It's very dull, but I need to sharpen that one. So this is your V groove. So if I want like in a certain thing, actually I have to do that right now. I'm gonna do that real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna get a different angle going over here. Okay, so.
You don't ever do that.
Okay, so what are you doing currently?
Okay, so I'm gonna show you what the V groove does right now on here.
Okay.
I meant to do that earlier, but I want to get the inside down.
Yeah.
So you always want to make sure that these are tight, because if they're not tight and then the thing starts shaking, it'll turn. Actually, it almost happened to me one time, but I stopped it before it.
Yeah. Oh.
There we go.
Okay.
But I stopped it before it did that.
Whoa.
I'm glad I did, because it would have, like, so basically it was like this.
Uh-huh.
And I had it